Hi everybody, and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a very magical day. Today is the anniversary, the 73rd anniversary of the one and only Robert Johnson's death. So today we're going to pay tribute to Robert Johnson. We are listening to Robert Johnson, King of the Delta Blues Singers. Beautiful LP. I'm going to read something about him right here for you. I'm going to show you some fun stuff. Robert Leroy Johnson, May 8th, 1911 to August 16th, 1938. Was an American blues singer and musician. His landmark recordings from 36 and 37 display a combination of singing, guitar skills, songwriting talent that have influenced later generations of musicians. Johnson's shadowy, poorly documented life and death at age 27 have given rise to much legend, including a Faustian myth, which I'll share with you later. As an itinerant performer who played mostly on street corners, in juke joints, and at Saturday night dances, Johnson enjoyed little commercial success or public recognition in his lifetime. His records sold poorly during his lifetime, and it was only after the first reissue of his recordings on LP in 1961 that his work reached a wider audience. Johnson is now recognized as a master of blues, particularly of the Mississippi Delta blues style. Johnson was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as an early influence in their first induction ceremony at 86. He was ranked 5th in Rolling Stone's list of 100 greatest guitarists of all time. Johnson died on this day in 1938 at the age of 27 near Greenwood, Mississippi. He had been playing for a few weeks at a country dance in a town about 15 miles from Greenwood. Differing accounts and theories attempt to shed light on the events preceding his death. A story often told is that one evening Johnson began flirting with a woman at the dance, the wife of the juke joint owner. According to rumor, unaware that the bottle of whiskey she gave to Johnson had been poisoned by her husband. In another version, she was a married woman unrelated to the juke joint owner. Johnson was allegedly offered an open bottle of whiskey that was laced with strychnine. Fellow blues legend Sonny Boy Williamson allegedly advised him never to drink from an offered bottle that had already been opened. According to Williamson, Johnson replied, "Don't ever knock a bottle out of my hand." Soon after, he was offered another open bottle of whiskey, also laced with strychnine, and accepted it. Johnson is reported to have begun feeling ill the evening after drinking from the bottle and had to be helped back to his room in the early morning hours. Over the next 3 days, his condition steadily worsened, and witnesses reported that he died in a convulsive state of severe pain, symptoms which are consistent with strychnine poisoning. So sad. Now, the Faustian myth. According to legend, as a young man living on a plantation in rural Mississippi, Robert Johnson was branded with a burning desire to become a great blues musician. He was instructed to take his guitar to a crossroad near Dockery Plantation at midnight. There he was met by a large black man, the Devil, who took the guitar and tuned it. The Devil played a few songs and then returned the guitar to Johnson, giving him mastery of the instrument. This was, in effect, a deal with the Devil, mirroring the legend of Faust. In exchange for his soul, Robert Johnson was able to create the blues for which he became famous. Isn't that like, oh man, that is so cool. Now, documentary, The Search for Robert Johnson. I've shown both of these documentaries to you before, but it's a special day, so I'll remind you. The Search for Robert Johnson. This one has John Hammond as the narrator, and he goes actually in search for the actual area, for the real story, everywhere that Johnson had been, where he came from. He actually, in this documentary, they show you the 3 possible grave sites. Nobody knows for real where he's buried. There are 3 possible sites and 3 different, legends say that is where he lies. So, but they show you all 3 here in this. And this is a road trip that I would love to take. That Delta Blues trek there. Oh, it's just amazing. A must-see documentary. The Search for Robert Johnson. Amazing. Okay. The other one. Desperate Man Blues, Discovering the Roots of American Music. This one also has Johnson information in it. And of course, this is the one with Joe Bassard, the amazing 78 collector. Fabulous. Okay, next we got, oh, let me take a sip. I need a sip. This is R. Crumb's Heroes of Blues, Jazz, and Country. Now, this is an amazing book for all collectors, all record collectors. A lot of you that are serious 78 collectors know that R. Crumb is an amazing, very prominent 78 collector, early century 78 collector. He's got some blues records that, just like Bassard, you know, very, very rare stuff. And he likes the early dance music that I love, that 20s dance music. But anyway, R. Crumb has always been a very favorite artist of mine, and this book is all beautiful R. Crumb drawings of famous blues, country, and jazz artists. And a little bit about each artist also. And very fun. In the back of the book is a CD of some of their music, which is beautiful. I mean, this is also a must-own for fans of the blues or early country. Gorgeous. Okay, I also, R. Crumb also put out trading card sets that corresponded with each of those categories, blues, jazz, and country. And I do have, of course, the Heroes of the Blues trading card set by Crumb, still sealed. I can't open, I don't want to open it. Another sealed thing that I have is the Robert Johnson, the complete recordings. Believe it or not, this is the 2 CD set. This one has all 41 known recorded sides. The amazing thing about this is that I found it sealed in a thrift shop. Have the complete Robert Johnson CDs, not the box, but just the CDs, and they're in my Jeep. So there's no reason for me to open this. There is one more Johnson thing that I would love to own, and I think I'm going to request that as a Christmas present this year. That is release, a special anniversary release. They did all new 78 vinyl of the Vocalia and all the early recordings. And they recreated the labels and everything. So everything looks very authentic. The thing is $350 though. So it's not like you just run out and buy it. You know, it's got to be a special occasion. But this is something I really, really want to own. That is what I wanted to talk about today, because it is a landmark day, you know. Believe it or not. I mean, how can we lost him at 27. Imagine what he could have put out. You know, from what I read before, you know, you see that he didn't get any recognition in his lifetime, which is so sad, because he was so amazing. So amazing. So anyway, we lost a great man of music 73 years ago today, Robert Johnson. But his legacy lives on in all of us that love him and the blues. I will talk to you all later. I love you all. Have a magical, mystical, musical Tuesday.